John, so you just had a new episode just yesterday.
Yes, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had Lynn Sanders and Brent Slane. His family had a garage here for over 50 years, and Brent is with Ozark Public Television, and the two of them are very interested in racing, and are members of the racing association that meets every year and has a presentation, and they have a big monument that is out at the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame of drivers and people involved in racing back in the day. It was a huge part of this city for many, many years, and we talked about the history, talked about people. One of the first races was actually in 1911, and it was a car race from Springfield to Joplin and back, and it took several days. Yeah, just about the racing and people, and it was really fun to share our own memories. I was a big race fan when I was a kid, and to share our own memories and things that we saw and heard at the old Fairgrounds racetrack here and for many, many years.
Sure. So what's racing look like nowadays?
Totally different. There's no track here. There's a track in Bolivar, one in Lebanon. There's actually one out by the airport, but it's a small dirt track. But not the same level of interest. A lot of the most famous names in racing raced through here at different times. Mark Martin, the Wallace brothers, people like that are famous in NASCAR, the NASCAR circuit. Cut their teeth racing here at the racetrack at the fairgrounds.
Gotcha. What changed?
Well, people built in closer around the fairgrounds. The zoo got bigger. The noise and the dust and everything was affecting people and animals. And so they finally closed up the track at the fairgrounds, and just no opportunity, no place secluded enough to where they could have a track that didn't drive everybody crazy with the noise, I guess, is the only thing I can figure.
Gotcha. And then you generally talk about the newspapers.
Right, newspaper. And it was interesting because in the newspaper 100 years ago, there was a new $500,000 board racing track in Kansas City. And there was big ads in the Springfield paper for a 300-mile race, automobile race, on this track with $30,000 in prizes, which was an extraordinary amount of money for that time. So a lot of excitement, a lot of stuff about that in Kansas City as part of our newspaper, as I was reading the headlines from 100 years ago.
And then next episode you'll have.
Next episode, we're going to talk about some of our Route 66 tours. We've got some bus tours that are coming up, and some activities with that, and some more Route 66 history. Then some upcoming events to do with Route 66 and so on.